What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another stream here on the channel. Sorry for the delay. But today, we're just gonna be grinding money. I have $7,183, and I'm currently working on trying to purchase the Incense Tier 3. We're going for perfect games and quick, fast, um, fast games at that. We're gonna start out at Willow Street and work our way through. See what we can do in these games. Um, EMF, incense, firelight. Thought I was on Tanglewood for a minute. Let me know how y'all's day's been. Mine's been a bit stressful, with the girlfriend and whatnot, but been taking it one step at a time. Really, like, no curse positions at all, for some reason. Looking for the bone on this map, I feel like is so easy, but like it makes it so difficult. 7, 6, 6, 7, 6, 7. I really hope the ghost is just right here. The ghost is in fact just right here. In the meantime, we're gonna look for our cursed possession, which I think we're gonna end up getting summoning circle. Yep, that is gonna be summoning circle. We can turn this light off. I wanna go back in there. This is the best hiding spot on this map, by the way, if you need one. I also have this hiding spot, which is interesting. I'm not seeing much in here. Shut this door. And shut this door. In the meantime, let's go down to the basement and go take a picture of the summoning circle. And look for a bone. Mr. Bone? There you are. Alright, perfect. Don't have to come back down here for any reason unless we want the ghost to hunt, and we turn on that. We'll throw this here, and we're gonna head out to the truck, go get some more equipment. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun on Phasmophobia recently. This weekend was also fun. Got to spend it with my girlfriend's family and, her niece, and just a ton of fun stuff that happened this weekend. I got to go see my first ever dance recital for my cousin-in-law, and that was really good. And it was a fun time. I got a little pool in, nice little tan. And yeah, had a great time. Really, there's been a lot on my mind with family and my girlfriend, so I've been trying to stay as strong as possible, and that's why I didn't post this weekend. I wasn't really home, so it made it kind of difficult to really stream or anything, obviously, because I was literally halfway across the state. So yeah, if y'all have any recommendations for any Phasmophobia tips or any types of videos you guys want to see here in the upcoming future, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll make sure to get to it here very soon. Let's check for orbs. We do have an orb right there. That's in the kitchen. I don't like that. We're going to place one in this corner. We're going to face it that way. We'll put one in this corner. And then we're going to face it the other way. Love the tier 3 dots, man. Literal lifesaver. In so many scenarios. Didn't write in the book. Check the temperatures. Where was that at? I don't know where that was. Wasn't in here, apparently. Maybe it was in the kitchen? Or the garage, maybe? Did just turn the breaker off. We can rule out a gin. Wonder if it's moving rooms. Nope, it should be in here still. We do have a fingerprint. Make sure I get a picture of that. There we go. Alright, so we definitely have UV. And we can rule out Jin. It turned off the breaker. Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Are you close? Do you like me? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Do you like pizza? Are we friends? Hide and seek? What's your name? How old are you? How did you pass? Where are you? I don't think we're gonna get that, but we know we definitely have UV as one of our... We definitely have ghost orbs too, don't we? Banshee, Hantu, Obake, Mimic, and... maybe not in this room anymore. Wonder where this ghost roamed to. Could have just moved to... moved into back here, so we'll go ahead. Are you here? Are you close?
Right here.
So we're dealing with a mimic. We know that for sure. And she gave us freezing. Right there, there's your mimic. Okay. So now that we know it's a mimic, and we know we can go get some salt, bring it into the room. First game of the day is a mimic, that's fun. Let's go grab 2 pieces of salt, get it to step in this. I really hope it's not mimicking a demon, that would really suck. Let me know what y'all think is the scariest ghost in Phasmo. Me personally, the scariest ghost, I don't really think there is a scariest. I think they're all scary in their own ways, but yeah, see, we're getting freezing, which doesn't even make sense, but oh, there we go. No footprints. We did get a bone picture, we got a summoning circle picture, fingerprint picture. Alright, let's do our firelight, and let's go get it to hunt us. And in the meantime, we won't need this camera anymore, so I'll just throw this right there. Imagine it's mimicking a Revenant or a Dio or a Thay or something, or a Moroi. That would be really interesting. What did I say? I was gonna get a firelight. Obviously a lighter. Some incense. And another incense. Just to be 100% safe. and we aren't going to get absolutely confuzzled by this mimic. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and place this right here, and we're gonna walk downstairs and wait for it to blow out that, and we're gonna light the fire on the summoning circle. Once it does that, we'll be a-okay and getting all our optional objectives done, and our photos, obviously. There it goes. So we're gonna go ahead and light the summoning circle. There we go. Everything's done. Now we just wait for the hunt to end. There we go. And now we leave the mimic here, and we move on to the next map. I am gonna go ahead and give y'all a map ranking because I've been feeling to do it, and yeah, that wasn't that long of a hunt. It was only about 30 seconds. Didn't last too long. Blow this up, and should be good now. Got a mimic on our hands. Pretty reasonable game. $1,340. Yeah, professional's my favorite difficulty. You get no setup time. Your sanity drains a little bit quicker. There are little to no hiding spots. So you just got to learn the maps, and learning how to loop early on is going to help you. I feel like the game really starts when you reach level 50 and you've unlocked some tier 2 items, almost all the tier 2 items. That's when I feel like the game really starts, and that's when the games get easier, and when you learn. Once you learn how to loop, you're going to vibe. On to what I am going to say are all the maps. We're going to go ahead and make a map ranking. In my personal opinion, everybody has their own opinion, and they're entitled to that opinion. So just because it's my opinion doesn't mean it's factual. But yeah, we're going to start at what I believe is the best map in the game. And the three things that I'm going to give you is the replayability, the friendliness of the map. What I mean by that is, like, is it single player friendly and multiplayer friendly for multiple people to play on it, and how hard of a map is it to really play on. So I just like to think about things a little bit more extreme, but personally I do believe that the best overall map in the game, the most fun map for me, in my opinion, is Ridgeview. Now, there's no reason to this, but I believe Ridgeview is the best house map. It gives you good size, which is good for multiple people. It's good for a solo player, and it gives you a long, nice, skinny house to work with, and I really like Ridgeview for that reason. It's my personal favorite map. I don't play on it too often because I like it to be my favorite map, so I don't want to play on it 24/7. The two maps I play on the most is obviously Tanglewood and Willow Street, and Woodwind's up there as well, because I am trying to get the Ranger badge as quickly as possible. But yeah, no, I love Ridgeview so much. Everything in my heart. I love where all the cursed possessions are, and how close they are from one another. And it's a nice size map, and it also gives you a good variety for when you play on the higher difficulties as well. It makes it very, very fun, and I do like that the fact there are multiple great elite hiding spots when there are no hiding spots. Like, there aren't closets downstairs for you to hide in. There's a couple of spots you can hide, but next to the piano and in the kitchen next to the fridge are really good spots to hide on the map, and that's why I like Ridgeview. The second best map in the game, when it comes to my personal opinion, I'm gonna just be honest. A lot of people are gonna disagree with me on this one, but just hear me out. I love Woodwind so much. Yes, it is annoying to play on the higher difficulties when the ghost can roam so much, and it makes it really difficult to track the ghost, especially if the ghost has orbs on an outdoor map with snow. But the thing I love about Woodwind is it's just so small and beginner friendly that I really, really enjoy. The visuals on the map is just really fun, and it's something I look for in a game where, it's a very clean map. It also makes it very easy to hear when the ghost is hunting, no matter where you are on the maps. If you're all the way Lover's Bench on the other side of the map, you can hear the gate close and know that the ghost is on a hunt. I also love the fact that the ghost can see you no matter what. So if it is a faster ghost, you can tell almost immediately. And it also helps me rule out a lot of ghosts quicker than other maps. So definitely would win up at the top of my list. Third map I'm going to rank is Willow Street because, it's the smallest house map in the game, and house maps are going to be up towards the top of the map, or top of this list, because of the size and how friendly they are to single player players. And I see on me as a player, I am a beginner. I haven't had the game for too long, almost a month now, maybe a little bit over a month. And I've really enjoyed playing the game a lot. Um, and for me, Willow is probably my most played map out of all of them, due to the fact that it's just so single player friendly, but it's also good for multiplayer, and I really enjoy it. The replayability is high, and it's not the longest track back to the truck ever. Fourth, I know y'all are waiting for it. Tanglewood is there. It's just outdated. I've played on it so much to the point where I just can't fall in love with it anymore. I love looping. It's the easiest map to loop on in the game. It's definitely the one that I know the best out of all the maps, but very, very good map overall. Very, very solid map. Coming in fifth place, kind of going to be a shocker here to a lot of people. There's only one map I really, really like that is a big map, and that is Maple Lodge. I used to hate on this map a lot because I just didn't know it. I've played only a few games on it, but from when I have played on it, I do love the size and the fact that you get extra rewards for playing on the map. But I also know all the cursed possession locations, and it's very good knowing all that. Knowledge is very huge in that game, or in this game, knowing exactly where everything is. And I also like that the ghosts can be spread out in a lot of different areas, and there's a lot of different hidden features on that map versus some of the other maps. It's definitely the coolest by far out of all the maps, most unique from the other ones. So yeah, Maple Lodge reaches my top five. Coming in at sixth is Edgefield. Edgefield to me is just the most, you know, average map in the game. I like it. I sometimes don't. It's very fun. It's very narrow, very small. I can enjoy it as much as I like Ridgeview. Um, but, it's just a worse Ridgeview to me. It's way smaller and not as fun. Sitting right in the middle of this list is Grafton. Nothing good about the map, nothing bad about the map. I feel like it's very, very lengthy. The rooms are extremely big. But outside of that, the breaker spawns are pretty easy to figure out. And once you learn the cursed possessions, it's pretty easy. The bone can't really be that hidden. It is a darker map because it is a cabin, but definitely the better of the two cabin maps are the two farmhouse maps we do currently have. Now, the rest of the maps we have are just going to be currently off opinion, and there's not much else to say. So just bear with me. I'm going to have to go with Sunny Meadows Restricted here. Do I want to go Sunny Meadows Restricted? No, I'm going to go off of what my heart is telling me, and my heart is telling me Point Hope. I love the idea of the map. The map is fun. The problem is it's extremely so many staircases, and if the ghost spawns all the way at the top of the lighthouse, which it does most of the time, it can be a pain in the ass to go all the way up and all the way down and all the way up and all the way down. And in fact, you can only carry 3 equipment up there is extremely brutal, but I'm very biased to that map, and I like the idea. Very, very cool map. Very difficult to play on, but definitely better than Sunny Meadows Restricted, which is at ninth. I'm not going to really talk about it. It's just a smaller Sunny Meadows. And from the last 3, I'm putting Brownstone here. I actually do enjoy the high school a little bit more now that I've played on it a couple more times than some of the other maps. I've watched some gameplay on it, and I really enjoy watching the gameplay on it. These other 3 maps, though, are extremely brutal to watch. And I'm going to go ahead and put Prison up next. And I know this is surprising that I have Sunny Meadows or Bleasdale at the end, and I'm actually going to rank Prison in 11th because I can bear with Prison versus the other two, which I just completely despise. I like Sunny Meadows restricted. I'm going to put Sunny Meadows in last place because it's just an absolute pain to walk the hallways and figure out where the ghost room is solo. I hate it. Bleasdale is in front. I don't like Bleasdale at all. It's my least favorite map in the game. It's not the worst map in the game. It's second worst in my opinion. But Sunny Meadows is just the only thing that I like about Sunny Meadows versus Bleasdale. And the only reason why I have it below is because of the sheer size. But the only thing that puts a little mark on it is the fact that the cursed possessions are in one room, just like how the prison and the high school are. Bleasdale, why are there cursed possessions in the attic, all the way on the left side and the right side in the living room? It's on the first floor, it's on the second floor. It's just all spread out and it's clunky and I don't like the map. Yes, it's very bright when you turn a light on, but it's extremely dark if not, and there's always clocks ticking and it's annoying. I don't like Bleasdale at all, so that's why it's there. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream though. My head's kind of hurting. I'm not really having that much fun at the moment, so I'm gonna go ahead and kick back, lay back, and chill. If you guys did enjoy, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, turn post notifications on. And I'll see you guys in the next one.